as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, steady to the letter, right? Turn it up. Out your mind.
Coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait!
Watch the twist, watch the
Hey, gun. Stay hot!
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. 30, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
You got tight. You got tight out there.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. K1 short. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
I got you. I got you.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mariota gives to Henry. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Let's get it.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
54.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota.
What we got?
And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. This one caught by Davis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. To throw is Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mariota hands to Henry. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there from McCaffrey. 68 yards.
That's good for Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A quick throw caught by Sharp. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Blue line. Right 54. Let's go, team.
That's complete to Sharp. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice time.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Carolina. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Let's go. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long. Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go. 180! 44. Man, I got you. 21. Here we go.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K'Wan Short make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Second and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
65.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas who sound like they lying say I put that on my mama, I put that on my daddy. Nigga, what you mean?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Taking it about the 16. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
You asked me, you see me look at you,
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here it goes. No. One.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. They'll run. It's Henry. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing is Mariota. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A first down throw for Mariota. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down Titans, gain of 12.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He got 29 yards that time. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 85 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Working out of the gun. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Being chased out left. And an alley to run. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Mariota to throw it. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Mariota on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. K'Wan Short has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mario Addison racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up third and long. Here's Mariota. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. To throw, Mariota. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One last shot now for Mariota. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Carolina, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.